If you're thinking about selling your home in 2026, specifically in Upper Bucks County, there's something you need to hear, because there are sellers making decisions that are potentially costing them tens of thousands of dollars. And the scary part is they don't even realize until it's too late. Selling a home in 2026 is not like it was in 2021, 2022, even 2025 just last year. Kind of crazy to think that 2025 is last year already. But the things that worked previously may not work right now, and you need to be informed on how and why to position your home the way that you should and have a really good, solid strategy specifically for your house. And if you've been paying attention to the market at all in Upper Bucks County, Pennsylvania, you have noticed that there are some homes that sell quickly and there are some that sit on the market and have price reductions. And the difference is strategy. Today, I'm going to break down 7 things you need to know in order to sell your house for the most money and the least amount of time here in Upper Bucks County, Pennsylvania in 2026. So this video really is tailored toward people who are buying and selling at the same time. So whether you are looking to downsize, you're already in, maybe you're an empty nester, you're in the bigger home, you're looking to downsize, you don't need as much space and you just want something smaller, or you're a growing family or whatever your situation is, and you're in a starter home or just a smaller home, you need more space and you're looking to upsize. A lot of people right now also are looking for something with an in-law suite, because there's kids moving in with parents, parents moving in with kids, whatever your situation is. This video is tailored a little bit more toward selling and buying at the same time and how to strategize the best for you. However, most of this is applicable for anybody that's looking to sell their house. So the first thing you need to know is it's not just one Upper Bucks County or Bucks County market right now. It is a bunch of micro markets within even just Upper Bucks County. So things that might work in Quakertown might not work in Perkasie or Sellersville or Riegelsville or Ottsville or wherever you're at here in Upper Bucks County or throughout all of Bucks County. An entry-level home is going to attract a much different buyer than maybe a move-up home or a home that's just larger and a different price bracket. So how you strategize selling your home is incredibly important, and it's way more than just slapping it on the MLS and hoping that it sells. And something that I see that is one of the biggest mistakes of people looking to sell their home in Upper Bucks County specifically is they think that what happened and how it worked for their neighbor's home is going to work for theirs. And just because another home sold at a certain price point and a certain amount of time in your even in your neighborhood doesn't mean that it's gonna work the exact same way for you. And again, I'm gonna stress this a lot in this video, but a lot of it comes down to strategy, timing, pricing, marketing, everything that goes into it. Strategy is the most important thing in 2026. Speaking of strategy, the second thing that we're going to talk about is pricing matters more in 2026 than it has in recent years, 2021, 2022, 2025 even. In recent years, you might have been able to get away with, let's just price it here and test the market and see what happens. And one of the reasons is because there was such low inventory, even though there is still low inventory right now. But the buyer demand was higher. There are more desperate buyers than there were more informed buyers, which is another thing to strategize this year in 2026, specifically in Upper Bucks County. And so the takeaway from this section is pricing right doesn't just mean pricing low and hoping for a bidding war. Pricing right means pricing strategically for your house, your goals, your situation, your home's condition, and everything that goes into marketing and selling a home. The third thing is days on market tell a bigger story in 2026 than they have in recent years, and they matter more than most sellers realize. The first 7 to 14 days on market are super critical, even more so than they have been the past few years. Buyers in 2026 are paying very close attention to what is happening in the market, how long homes are sitting, and obviously this is something not necessarily new for 2026, but the longer your home sits, the more buyers feel they have leverage, or the more they start thinking, what is wrong with this house? Why is it not selling? There's got to be something wrong with it. So bottom line with this is, the longer the home sits on the market, the longer the home is not under contract, the more leverage that buyers seem to think that they have. And frankly, they do have more leverage the longer you sit on the market. And I know this because I work with a lot of buyers in the Upper Bucks County real estate market here locally, and I know how they think, and I am also advising them on how to make offers on properties. So again, the longer a home sits on the market, the more leverage the buyers have, the stronger negotiations, and the worse contingencies for sellers are going to come with these offers the longer you sit on the market. And specifically for if you're looking to sell and buy, this doesn't just affect your home sale, it also affects your home purchase. So it's really, really important to get the pricing right and the days on market correct from the beginning, because again, the longer it sits, the worse it's going to end up being for you. The fourth thing in this video is interest rates are starting to shift down. Let's see if that continues. But as they shift, this is not just going to affect if or how well prepared homes sell, but it's going to affect how they buy and the types of offers that they can submit for your property. So with rates coming down right now from recent highs, it actually just, I'm recording this video on January 20th in 2026, then rates did just dip just under 6%. So as rates keep coming down, there are a lot of buyers that are re-entering the market that were waiting for this to happen. But even though this is happening, buyers are definitely still payment conscious and value driven. So you definitely want to make sure that you're having the right strategy with listing your home to sell, because buyers are smart and more payment focused. So homes that are properly prepared and ready definitely still attract the more serious buyers and have success. But again, I'm going to keep stressing it. It all comes down to strategy. The fifth thing that sellers need to understand is that preparation is no longer optional. This is especially true for empty nesters or move-up buyers. Buyers are paying very close attention to deferred maintenance and property condition. So if you have, pets maybe did something to the trim on the floor, or if you're like me and you have a 2-year-old tornado that just likes to make marks on walls, you definitely want to make sure that you take care of all of the things that might seem little to you, but it really affects the buyer's overall experience and the overall desirability if they want to buy your house or not. Deferred maintenance is definitely more important than 2026 than it was in 2025. And this is one of the biggest areas where the right guidance can help you succeed in 2026 when selling your home in Upper Bucks County or the surrounding areas. And number 6, this is a big one. Marketing must convert buyers into offers, not just expose your house to the market. And what I mean by that is you need to have strategic marketing and market to the correct buyer pool in order to get the best offers. It's not just slapping it up, seeing how many views you can get. Pictures are definitely important in my personal opinion. Obviously, if you're watching this, you're seeing I have a YouTube channel. But in my personal opinion, I think that video marketing for your home, I think that that should be a standard for every single home sale. I think that there should be at least a video walkthrough, professional photos, and professional videography done for your house to promote it. So again, exposure is not enough to market your property in 2026. You need to have intentional marketing, and you have to market to the correct buyer pool. And that is where, when we sit down and have our seller consultation, that is where I'm going to help guide you in all of the things, the pricing, the getting it ready to list, the marketing, all my marketing strategies specifically tailored for your property, and everything that goes into selling a home. And the 7th thing here, and this is something that most people don't talk about and most people don't even think about, is your exit strategy matters, especially if you're selling and buying at the same time, whether you're move up or downsizing. And what I mean by that is selling without the right strategy and plan can cause a lot of unnecessary stress, uncertainty, have no idea what's going to happen, and it's just not going to be a good experience. So you really need to make sure you have the right strategy. And again, when we sit down, I'm going to understand your entire situation, from selling and buying, or just selling, whatever it is that you're trying to do. But we're going to have an exit strategy. We're going to have a plan. We're going to have a marketing strategy for your house and everything that goes into buying and selling, so that you have a good experience and you achieve the goals that you're looking to achieve with your move. So if you're planning on selling at any point in 2026 here in Upper Bucks County, Pennsylvania, make sure to reach out to me. You can text SELL to the number 267-651-1802. It's on the screen here. Or you can also click the link in the description of this video and submit all your information that way if you don't feel like texting. And if you're watching this and you're not in my service area, which is Montgomery County, Bucks County, some of Lehigh Valley, even in Philadelphia and the surrounding areas here in Eastern Pennsylvania, I do have a referral network with other realtors that I have vetted, and that link that you can submit your property info for me to connect you with the right referral agent in your area. That's also in the description. My name is Doug Bair from the Doug Bair team here at Real Broker. I'll see you on the next video.